Okay, question 2 on page 60 here. It says, what is the probability of having a daughter? So when I see that type of question, I'm going to underline daughter. It is gender specific. And when it is, we're going to say that that probability just to have a daughter all by itself is 1/2. Make sure you do that in the question so you don't forget in the product rule at the end to incorporate that into your answer. Okay, with blood type O, so they want to know the probability of having a blood type O if parents 2, 4, and 5 decide to have another or a third child. And they want your answer in whole percentage, so no decimals in the percentage. Okay, so when we do that, let's go take a look at individuals 2, 4. They're talking about this one here and 2, 5, which is this one here. Now, in a previous question, we already determined that if they are A blood, they both must be carrying an A allele at least. And because this particular parent up here was O, we know that that had to contribute a O allele to that individual's 2, 4. The other one here, how we determine that genotype, again, in the previous question, we've already looked at this, but they had an O baby, little I here. So that tells us that this female whose A blood must be carrying a O allele, because the only way you can have an O offspring is if both parents are contributing that recessive I. So once we've determined that, we're able to set up our pedigree, or our Punnett, sorry. We're going to put mom on top, IA, little I. Again, we're segregating her genotypes into gametes. So that would be within her egg. Half her eggs would have A blood, or A allele, and the other half of her eggs would have the O allele. And same thing for the male. We'll put that down here. So that would be his sperm. We're isolating his genotype into gametes, in this case sperm. Bring them together, and we'll determine how many of these are going to have O blood. Well, that's A blood, so that's not one of them. IA, little I, well, that's A blood. IA, little I, that's A blood. And little I, that's O blood. Out of the boxes, only 1 out of 4 of them are going to have O blood type. Okay, but we have to remember that the probability of having a daughter must be incorporated into this product rule. So to be a girl, that's also going to be 1/2. Or that is going to be 1/2. And then we use the product rule. Product rule, we bring them together, multiply the numerators. 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 2 is 8. And if we put that into a decimal, that's going to be 0.125. If we want that into percentage, it's going to be, and again, we want whole percentage. We're just going to bring that over 2 times to the right. So that gives us 12.5%. But they want whole percent, so that's going to give us the final answer of 13%. We're going to round that up because it's 5 or higher. And that would be the answer that we would put into our bubble sheet. Okay, any issues, just give me an email. Thanks, guys.